Hannah Baggott hails from Nashville, Tennessee. She loves coffee, tuna, and the human body. Hannah's work has appeared in the Vagina Zine and Tupelo Quarterly. In her poems, Hannah explores issues of the corporeal experience and what it means to feel. In fact, Hannah's poems are much like their subject matter. They breathe, they sing, they have a pulse. Her words are infused with equal parts conviction and vulnerability. She writes, "Read to me with your clothes off, and I'll know you're happy." Hannah's poems feel much like an act of seduction themselves. They play slightly hard to get, yet have such a clear sense of self and purpose we can hardly resist. It is my honor and pleasure to present to you fellow poet and dear friend, Hannah Baggott.
Thank you for that, Dahlia. And in light of that, this first one's for you. Okay. Teen caught shoplifting with dead baby in her bag. The news reports replay the same faces over and over. People that knew her. They kept saying she's always been fat. A 6-month miscarriage at the bottom of her purse, buried under handfuls of Victoria's Secret panties. Security, a woman in black, finally questioned her when the smell started to seep out. But I mishear odor as a door when I think I see myself in the footage from Friday's crowd, something black and simple in my hands. My jaw clenched in silence. I've been thinking a lot about high school lately, now that we've been removed from it for a bit. So, this is to the girl named Tompkins, Tommy for short, who taught me how to do my eyeliner along the inner lid, who smelled a little like dog piss and sour milk, who always complained of migraines. I'm trying to decide if I'm sorry for not having sympathy for you. The vice principal of our middle school left Harry Potter candy on your desk every day for a month after your dad died. I thought it was stupid, even at 12. Because I knew death already. Tommy, you barely knew your dad, though. You told me that day in the bathroom when you'd gotten your period before any of the rest of us. You carried a purse full of tampons like a hall monitor sash, calling me a child and insisting that everyone hated me for accidentally killing Galileo, the science class hamster, for which I am sorry the most. So, as Dahlia mentioned, I'm from Nashville. It's far. This is about that. It's called Out of State Idioms. While brushing the ma'am out of my mouth, I doodle cowboys in every direction. Slow travel. Thick syrup and watching her watch her reflection in the napkin holder at the Waffle House. No bra. No bra and a curve in her lip because she knows she isn't wearing a bra and she knows I notice. Breasts are not as round as we make them out to be. There's a slope. Waves of water, of sound, heavy with hints of purpose. I'm leaving her here. Rooted in bleach and hair dye, she'll write to me. My ears are burning. I'll be moving along soon. No one's home. This next one's a poem in 5 parts. but they're short parts. Isn't that exciting? This is called leaving the oven on. 1. For those of you I've forgotten, I haven't, and it's getting easier, like trusting a washing machine to get blood out of a bathing suit. 2. Weighing just beneath the soft purple patches of skin, rough dreams. I roll over to face the flat-backed body next to me, mumbling fear. He sleep talks to me, quiet. The day starts with words, not yet. 3. But I'm awake, and everything is a little harder not to do. Folding apples and flour, and I'm stuck watching for until golden brown. 4. With tobacco on my breath, I don't listen to an almost man talk about his joy in birds, and my pupils do not widen. Instead, I'm staring at the way his hip bones meet the elastic band of his boxers. 5. Moss does not only note north. Anywhere wet will do. I'm working on a theory that Maslow's hierarchy is inaccurate. 1. Take your clothes off and let me see the way your body curves in natural light. According to the definition, anything can be salad. To me, you are popular and ready to eat like lettuce, carrots, a radish, a little bruised. Read to me with your clothes off and then I'll know you're happy. 2. I watch the face of a boy timidly typing ways of memory. He says, I think that when I wrote about the moon, I was talking about that girl back home. He surprises himself as her name does not sit on his lips. Instead, he swallows the moon over and over. He looks up at me. If I have to be sorry, then I'm sorry. This next one, I want to thank Jen for this one out of that class, Poetry and Medicine last term. It helped me explore a lot of new things other than old things. So this is called Partial Thyroidectomy, or How Some of It Happened. Whispers of a high school dance. Corn-fed body salted all over, watered-down veins, purpled against layers of crinoline. In a year, everything will be white, someone said. 6 have passed, years of looking at a red marriage in the space between the neck and the chest that has no name. Incidental finds from MRIs looking for lesions. Lost keys in the bottom of a drawer full of paper cuts and palm gloves. No one looks at my knees anymore. Stories of carpet, stories of cement floors. Instead, here is an entrance. Neck crested back, a way in. Counting down to waking up, lost time, and falling in love with the dream of watching careful hands. Small metal things resting in latex fields. The cesarean of almost cancer. We cut in the crook. Soon no one will notice. But I'm not done growing up. Touch here. Once you've been opened, your skin remembers and keeps reminding you in ghosts. Okay, so I have 2 more for you guys. This next one I want to thank Karen for. for our experimental workshop that we did last term. And this is actually kind of a complicated form, but I really like reading it. So I'm going to do that. It's set up like a Tumblr post, if anyone's familiar with that. So we're going to try it. Things I don't post on Tumblr or Ars Poetica. I made myself sick with you. I've made myself sick with you. Sick, yes, a resonant source. Your name shows up everywhere. You're always sticky like jam. Raspberry preserves with seeds that stick in my teeth. I find tuna in my scarf and think of you and your packets of crackers suddenly in the back of my car, smoking. I see your nipples through your shirt. I bite my lip hard. I think I have made you up. Sloppy memories of touching boys because they were there and they were angry. If anyone else were to kiss me, all they would taste is your name. If anyone else were to kiss me, all they would taste is your name. I taste it, and it smudges my lipstick. Others ask me, who are you talking to? I know, and they don't. I look at weeks as if they're minutes, and they are. No one else knows your name when you post pictures of pierced nipples, but I do. Pictures of bodies. Pictures of places. I press like. I tell you I love everything you see, but I know you'll never go anywhere. I watch you from across the country, flipping through imaginary pictures, and I write you down. Here's the last one. This is a new one. Workshops heard it though. This is Elegy. Elegy. I used to wake up in flames from the heater. I'm going to start over. You see it now. Elegy. I used to fear waking up in flames from the heater in the wall. I kept it off, and the cold always dug up memories of the way you etched ships into my body, connecting the freckles as if I were the constellations we saw on that Pacific beach. We called the shadows in the sand water, so they were water, and we hopped over them to spare the beds of sea creatures. We reached up the sky so close, praying for pieces to fall. Salt soaked through my boots then, and I still felt the grains between my toes the night the bronchitis settled in. You carried me to the ER as my esophagus closed, and I was cold. I woke to your lips on my face, warm as red wine, and found my chest full again. You were looking hard at me and smiling. You said, we've seen the sea of glass, clear as crystal, the jasper floors and ceilings. We know it already. Nowhere else to go. Thank you.